Wish list, just saying. Look at that gorgeous chain. You know, we passed this around the table this morning. This feels so hefty and solid. It's a Mariner link. It's a really cool piece, and it's $21.99. Happy Father's Day, one and all. That could be worn by him or by her. Also coming up, a Glacier Topaz ring with a today price. $44.96, $14 and change on stretch pay. That blue just goes on to heaven, doesn't it? That's TSH 172. Oh, and here's a little secret. Later on, we're going to play a little guess how much this costs game. But for those of you that did tune in early, I think you deserve a sneak peek. This, girls, is chrome diopside, beautiful little ear studs, and they're $29.99. I saw Nikki had some pretty emeralds in her show. This is also called the Siberian Emerald. It looks a spitting image of a Colombian emerald. It's amazing. And $9.99, great gift for Christmas time. I know it seems a long ways away, but this will actually come packaged in a little red gift box. I think it's really cute. Coming up, and I wish you could see the clasp on this. This is actually very, very pretty from the front to the back. On the back side of this mesh link necklace, there's a little horseshoe made out of Bella Luce crystal. It's so pretty the way it sparkles, and that's only $39.99 on a stretch pay. Welcome into the Silver Showcase, and this is the very last day of the Buy More, Save More program. What that is you can save up to 20% off on so many beautiful things in today's show. Belly on up to the Bracelet Bar, and I'll give you a look at some of the more extravagant bracelets I've been blessed with in a long time. We've got good things happening here. Over here on the right, one of the least expensive bracelets of the day, $9.99 on a stretch pay. This is the Rosary and Cross Bracelet. The Rosary and Cross Bracelet, if you want to add it to your order right now, is BSC 990. That's just a perfect time of the year to purchase that. So pick it up now while it's in stock. Again, it's under $10 on a stretch pay. Next door, this feels like fabric. You know, I think I am the only host, or there might be one other that has even had a shot at this bracelet. I have nearly sold it out already, and it's a Riccio style, which I just love. It's BSC 978. 7.5 inches in length and under $20 on a stretch pay. Now this guy, this has got a great story. This is chrome diopside. Again, Siberian Emerald. Those of you that were looking at the emeralds again during Nikki's show, they were beautiful, right? But look at the clarity on this Siberian Emerald. The chrome diopside bracelet is the largest one that we have done since 2010. That's a huge statement given the rarity and the scarcity of this gem. It's got a $715 retail value, and because you're watching this morning, you could buy it for $106.66 times 3. So it's on stretch payments, and it is a fabulous bracelet, absolutely the most decadent one in our inventory. Next door to that, Mahalia Ruby. We've sold over 2,400 of this Mahalia Ruby tennis bracelet. This is KYH059, and it is $63.99 on stretch pay. You're going to see throughout the show that I'm wearing this on my right hand. This Mahalia Ruby ring and this bracelet together would be the most magnificent gift for the July baby. So if you've got a little birthday money and you want to spend it on you, of course the bracelet's an awesome choice. Again, using stretch pay on the Mahalia Ruby bracelet, it would be $63.99. And then look at that beautiful ring. The ring is IRH264. And that's only $36.83 on 3 stretch. So if you use stretch pay, it'd be under $100 to take home the bracelet and that crazy beautiful ring. Next door to it, have you seen sapphires this bright and bold recently? Look at how bright and cobalt blue these are. These come from Africa. Just like the Mahalia Ruby tennis bracelet, we treat the sapphire in the same way, and the color is just ultimate. This is DOC Z767. It's almost 24 carats of blue sapphire for $106.66. So special. I've never seen that before. I think it's really, really special, really nice. Ah, yes. This guy, okay, this isn't going to be for everybody, all right? This is a little more expensive, but it's so worth it. This bracelet has a retail value of over $1,100. That's not going to be your price. $1,163 is the estimated retail. It's over 65 carats. 3 stretch payments of $151.99. And just so you know, it has never been discounted until this morning. There's a baker's dozen for the whole world, and then that will be gone. Love it. It feels so good. That's all one big, beautiful piece of black spinel. Over here, Rhodolite Garnet. Rhodolite Garnet, a Bombay-style bracelet. This is MKH138. It's 16 1/3 carats. It's also almost 6 carats of white topaz. That one's on 3 stretch payments of $79.99. Now this is kind of sassy. It almost looks Moroccan. Do you see this piece at the end? This actually came by your request. There was one of you that just in the last couple of days had asked me if we had some anklets. This can be worn as a bracelet or an anklet. It's a 9-inch bracelet with a 1-inch extender, and you can actually make it as small as you'd like it to be. It would just have a little tail, but it's $10 on stretch pay. So see, we go to the well, we find what you ask us for, and bingo, bango, bongo, here it is. So those are the bracelets that are coming up in the next 2 hours. It's going to be a short show. I only have 2 hours with you, and so I wanted to start off with something really exciting to really get you into the groove. We're going to offer you, for a $20 bill, a beautiful sterling silver necklace here first. This has been very popular. I call it the abacus necklace. That's what it reminds me of, because back in the Stone Age, remember, we used to learn how to count using an abacus and how to do math. This is on stretch payments of $10. So if you're looking for great reasons to replenish that gift drawer, I've got a million of them today. There's so many good choices. And every little movement you make when you're wearing this necklace is just going to sparkle and shine. This necklace has sold over 3,000 units. Again, we've ordered this and reordered it time and time again. It's a great introduction to what we do here at JTV, a perfect way to sample us. You know, if you're brand new, maybe you just got home, or maybe you're just getting up and starting your day. It's a wonderful experience shopping here. Once you see what you can get for your money, with over 3,000 sold, we can continue to offer it at the same low price, that same $20 bill. And this is not, you know, some funny metal, but this is 0.925 sterling silver. 92.5% purity in its silver content. If you watch a lot of TV, and I do, you can't help but see the commercials talking about how silver is at all-time lows, right? Silver prices are really low. So today is the time to buy sterling silver jewelry. You want to buy it now while the price is low. I mean, those are basic economic values. So I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea what's going to happen with silver. But if you listen to the guys on those commercials, they're saying buy now, why you can buy it when it's on, you know, before it's on the rise. So anyway, I'm supplementing my silver whenever humanly possible. This is just right, not too big, not too small, couldn't be better. I'll hold it up to my neckline so you get an idea. In fact, you can see it better on Kylie, actually. Good morning, Kylie, and hello to you. Isn't this nice? Now, if she had a 20-inch pendant, she could layer it if she wanted to, but I like it just the way it is. I love the way those little beads catch the light, and I think you can wear it with basically any gemstone that you might own. I'll show you a couple of my favorite rings that are coming up. One of them is a Rhodolite Garnet, and it's amazing the price on that Rhodolite Garnet ring. The Rhodolite Garnet ring is the marquee shape that's on my ring finger, and it has free shipping and handling today. It is TTH275. It's going to be $17.99 on stretch pay in case you wanted to, you know, grab that beautiful plum-colored ring. But it's an illustration as to how versatile this necklace is going to be. You know, I think when we first discovered jewelry television, we go crazy for a lot of the colored gemstones. And you don't want to have to necessarily buy a necklace to go with every single one. I think this necklace will go with every single one that you choose. Next door, I've got a black Spinel ring on that is so awesome. Again, you can wear it with any color under the sun. We have many ways for you to pay. You can pay with our PayPal credit. You can pay with stretch pay, which is what I would recommend on this particular necklace. I mean, after all, with stretch pay, it's only $10 on your credit card. So how does it work? Well, and we have a lot of stretch pay in today's show. If you see something that you like, you call and tell your network representative that you want to use stretch pay. Whether you shopped with us many times or whether this is your very first time, you get to use that stretch pay option. So I love a deal. There's no doubt about it. And when you see, yeah, that's a good idea. When you see something so incredibly low in price, stock up and save. I think the harder thing would be, could you locate that? You know what I mean? So I love the idea that we have it here. It's in stock. We can offer it to you immediately. Such a good little bargain. All right, next up. Since we showed it on the Bracelet Bar, we've already had some activity on this. This is the Rosary Bracelet. And before we get too far into the show, I want you to see it more fully because it's kind of a neat little item. It's not just a chain link bracelet, but it's actually kind of a hybrid design. The top part of the bracelet is a chain, which suspends the charms, beautiful charms, but the back side is a bangle. Very cool, right? So see, the back side is rigid. The top portion of this is loose. And it is a rosary and cross charm bracelet with a today price, with the great discounts we've got going on that end at midnight tonight, of $9.99 on Stretch Pay. This is a pretty impressive piece of jewelry. It's got about 6 grams in sterling silver. So the rigid part of it, the bangle part of it, you might decide to wear that to the front and keep the religious medallions close to your pulse point, which is close to your heart. So you could wear it this way. Or you could switch it around so that the charms are laying over the top of your hand, and you would have the more rigid part, which has a roping and a diamond cutting. It's really quite beautiful towards the back. It's all up to you. So this has only been seen a couple times here at JTV. It's been $24.99, but our discounts end at midnight tonight, and we thought, why not start with some really nice low-ticket items, things that everybody can afford, especially on a Sunday when you want to do something different, when you want to do something fun. You know, a lot of people are getting ready. They're getting ready to go to church. You're just getting up and starting your day. But I think about gifts. You know, I think about how my mother-in-law might absolutely love this bracelet, how perfect it would be for a first communion, for somebody that has just discovered or rediscovered their faith. I just find it to be such a tender look. I look at this and it looks like love to me. You know, it looks like love, looks like affection. A young girl is going to potentially wear this for her whole life long. And it can be adjusted. Like you can adjust the chain by having a link or two taken out if you wanted to make it a little bit smaller. And this back portion also is malleable. It's in sterling silver. So if you wanted to give it a little pinch in or you wanted to extend it out just a wee little bit, I think it offers you versatility. The inner circumference is about 7.5 inches, but it could be adjusted. You could even add a little sizing chain if you'd like to this. So it's got more versatility than at first glance. BSC 990, great little Sunday morning special, under $10 on a Stretch Pay. Live it up a little bit. It's going to be fun. So this is our last day of the Buy More, Save More program. You're going to save up to 20%, which is pretty awesome. But this next item, of all the different symbols of faith, all the different rosary-type items I've been offering for the last number of days, actually, this one really caught my eye. I like that this has got more of a young, kind of edgy feel. Let me explain. The stations, which happen every so often on this, have little crosses on them, and they're set on their side. But the chain in between is a Rolo, and it's super smooth, and it's very hip. So this is a double-stranded piece. Look at how nice this is. I love this. This is my new favorite cross necklace. It's $23. It's on stretch payments of only $11.50. This is the perfect time of the day. Oh, and by the way, nobody's seen this before you and I this morning. This is a true debut. It hasn't been out on the stage until just now. Isn't that nice? I mean, think about this around the neckline of a bride. Wouldn't it be great for your bridesmaids? I just think it's it. And you could nestle, if you'd like to, right up in here. You could put another cross pendant if you want to layer. This is a real simple and easy way to go about it. This is all connected with one clasp. Let me show you. It's got the lobster claw clasp on the back. So if you wanted to make it even longer than an 18, and the shortest of the lengths is an 18, and then it goes down from there. But you could put a magnetic clasp on this. If you did, you'd add an extra inch. We also have extender chains available, and the extender chains come in a set of 3. They come in a 1-inch, a 2-inch, and a 4-inch package. And so you could make this really long if you wanted to, and then you could really have some fun layering it. I like this, too, because a lot of this type of necklace will get tangled up. But this, because of the Rolo links, it doesn't get tangled up. So if you've ever had one that's twisted or turned, not in a cross style, but just a multi-chain, what's really nice about this is the fact that it is, again, more contemporary, really smooth with the Rolo chains in between, but it doesn't get, doesn't get all together tangled, doesn't end up in knots. I think this is a real winner. And I hope we have it around Christmas. But I don't know for sure if we will continue to bring it in. I'm hoping, after all, it's a debut. Nobody's had a chance to see it before. So it just kind of depends on how popular it is, how quickly it sells. Then we'll know if we can reorder it or not. We're testing it with a few hundred in stock, so there's no limit right now. If you have a Bible study group or you have a group of friends that you like to buy things for the holidays, I really love it. There's a ring, too, that I think is really fresh. In fact, let me show you how nice the ring would be with this. And this could be an ensemble that you wear a lot. Yeah, this ring is really nice. In fact, Jennifer had this the last time it was out and sold hundreds of them. Very big ring. But this with any of the crosser rosary pieces would be, of course, great. But I like it for messaging. I like it because you can engrave it. let's say that you want to celebrate an anniversary, or maybe, like today is a little melancholy for me. It's Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to the dads out there. But, you know, I miss my dad today. Dad passed away about 5 years ago. So this might be a ring that I would wear to memorialize my father. You know, you could have Dad engraved on it. If you woke up this morning and you're thinking, yeah, I'm missing dear old Dad, this ring, every time you look down at it, it had his name on it, or it had the date of his passing, or, you know, the date of the birth of a baby. I mean, you could personalize this in many, many, many different ways. So the ring comes in size 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It is made in Italy, and the polish on it is really significant. It's a really bright, bold, super polished design. We have limited availability in the ring. I'm really in great shape with the new necklace. The necklace debuted just now. Nobody's had a chance to really see it. And a lot of these pieces online, especially in sterling silver, they're sometimes hard to tell what they're all about. So once you see them in person, you really get a good flavor. You get a good feeling as to how special that is. This ring, I think you could wear it on any finger. It looks so fabulous. It's shiny and bright and beautiful. And every time you look down at it, you're going to think about your faith. You're going to think about, you know, the love in your life and how important, you know, your love maybe is for your church. Again, we offer lots of different types of products at JTV and JTV.com. In a moment, we're going to be getting into some Rhodolite Garnet. But before we do so, I want to talk to you about how this stays so white and bright and shiny, and why you won't have to do a lot of maintenance on the sterling silver that you buy from JTV. And it has to do with rhodium. Rhodium is on the periodic table. It's really reflective, and it's a finish that's expensive. It hardens real quickly, a member of the platinum family, but what it does is it acts as more of an anti-tarnish treatment. So that means less maintenance, more durability, a more rugged sensibility. It's harder than silver. If this didn't have a rhodium treatment, it might get scratched easily. But because of the rhodium treatment, it's going to be much more durable. So I'm a big fan. I like these together. I think, you know what, for the money, think about how generous you could be with your grandchildren, or how generous you could be with your sisters if you purchase these as a holiday gift. All right, now, deviating from this for just a moment, I want to get into just 2 colored gemstone pieces, okay? Will you indulge me? And then we'll get back into silver. We do have colored gemstones and silver in the broadcast. The first hour is primarily silver, but I couldn't resist this. This Rhodolite bracelet is a Bombay style, and the color is so beautiful. It's like a cherry with a little dollop of purple. So gorgeous. Now, if you're a January baby, I think you're really lucky. I happen to love garnets. They don't take any treatment. This is as they're found naturally. And the estimated appraisal value, which is different from the retail value, and I'll explain why this is significant. It's the only bracelet on the Bracelet Bar with an appraisal. This would have been $650 at the estimated appraisal value. That's not what you pay. In fact, usually the JTV price on this is $299. Again, not what you pay today. Today's price is only $234.99. 3 stretch payments of $79.99. I actually wanted to bring this out for one of our good customers, Janice, who shops Rhodolite Garnet, loves our Rhodolite Garnet. I thought, the minute I saw this, I thought, oh, she's going to love this. So I want to explain what the estimated appraisal is. Estimated appraisal is different from a retail value. An estimated appraisal is what it would cost just simply to replace those garnets, just to replace them. The appraisal is done. We sent it out to 3 different appraisers in 3 different parts of the country. It's expensive for us to do these appraisals. When's the last time you saw one, right? They don't come around all the time. But we do them on the items that we think are more special, that are extra special. And Rhodolite Garnet is. I mean, Rhodolite Garnet is usually found alluvially, and now there's 23 of them left. You know, with fewer than 2 dozen in stock, this is going to be really fast. And I know there's a lot of us out there that would love to own something like this. I mean, to me, anytime I can get a bracelet that would have been $650 just to replace the bracelet, anytime I could get that for $79 on a stretch pay, oh, yes, if I have the budget, I'm in. See, Rhodolite Garnet is found alluvially, found in ancient riverbeds, and over the years, as the water rushes over those stones, they become smaller and more concentrated in color. So the color is beautiful in these. I mean, consistent color all the way across, nary a flaw to be seen. It's just incredibly elegant. And $79 on your wrist. You know, if you just want to get it home and try it, it's a very good idea. Just try it. See what it's like. Put it on. Live in it. Love it. In fact, if you use your JTV preferred card on this item, you can go no interest and no payments for 6 full months on this item. So you can wear it, try it out, again, until January of next year before you'd even have to make a payment. I think it's amazing. It's only been seen one time at JTV. Most people don't even know it exists. And use that preferred card and take it home. Why not? You guys have been loving the new pieces that we brought in already this morning. The double strand diamond cut cross necklace is flying. We've got between 2 and 3 dozen out the door already, and continue to order those. They're red hot. But this is more of a specialty item. This is like that very decadent piece of chocolate or that fine bottle of wine that you splurge on and purchase for your anniversary. This bracelet is not something that I would have expected to see at a $79 stretch pay. And certainly today's selections in bracelets, we really went for the more extraordinary. Now, speaking of extraordinary, sometimes things are extraordinary for different reasons. The next ring is a really good living example. The same high-quality gems that you see in the bracelet, only larger. Now, wouldn't you have expected a very big price tag on a ring like this? If I could bring this ring in at under $100, would you be intrigued? Because it's not $99 or even $89 or $79. This beautiful ring that you've spotted on my hand already, and some of you have begun to order, this isn't $79 or $69 or even $59 today. You want to run, don't walk, get to the phones, and if you're placing orders on previous items, add one of these to your order. This beautiful piece is $53.99. Best yet, $17 on a stretch pay. Now, I took a look at that. We said, how can we make it better? We're offering free shipping and handling on this item. You've heard me talking about Rhodolite Garnet and how I love them. I think they're so beautiful, this color. And garnets come in every color under the sun, but this particular color garnet, this is like the rhododendron flower. That's how it got its name. So you know those big, beautiful flowers, the ants crawl all over them, and then they open up and they look so beautiful? Those rhododendrons, I grew up with those, and I thought they were so magnificent, that color, that plum color. I'm wearing red today, and you can really see how plummy this is against my red top. This is not a red gemstone per se, but it's got, again, a lot of purple undertone, and it's just like great jam. It's beautiful. I mean, I love it. It's 3.5 carats, trillion shapes and rounds. You know, we've sold, just so you know how hot this ring is, at the full price, we've sold over 450 of them. So with over 450 sold, with a stretch pay of $17.99, if you're curious at all, I would make this your own immediately, in fact, if you are interested in the size 12. Size 11, we've got single-digit availability. So the good news is I've got all the sizes, smallest to largest, and we are working on some even smaller sizes for you in the future, but this is really a special treat. The reason I mentioned the size of the stones at the very beginning is, again, this is found in ancient riverbeds. These are usually found in very small, very concentrated gemstones. So the bigger stones are really kind of fun to see, and it really does show off the color well. But look at how clean that is. When you're looking through the camera lens, like Oz is providing us with a really good view right down through the table of those gemstones, it's as if you're looping it yourself at home. It's as if you have a 10-time magnification loop and you're just crawling right into those gemstones. So he's doing a super job of showing you the clean quality and the bright quality of those garnets. So this is my little choice. I love this piece. These are the only 2 rhodolite pieces I think we're going to have for the whole 2 hours. Loved them, and those were hand-selected for Janice. Hopefully, you'll fall in love with Rhodolite Garnet as well. Let me know what it is you're looking for, and I'll try to bring in a few things in the future. It'd be my pleasure to be able to serve you. Hey, as long as you're still shopping on the ring, let me walk you through the Bracelet Bar in case you just joined us. We'll give you one more opportunity to love the bracelets that we have in today's show. We started, in case, since it's almost the bottom of the hour, if you weren't with me right at 6 o'clock, we've had already some really great hits on some of these bracelets. These are extraordinary bracelets. This is a combination of crosses and rosaries. This little bracelet is only $9.99 on stretch pay. It's BSC 990, and sure, you can wear it with your new ring. I love this one. This ratio, it feels like fabric. It's so soft and nice. I think only one other host has shown this besides me, and it's almost gone. This is BSC 978. I love my ratio bracelets. This is 3 stretch payments of $19.83. Ooh, next door, if you do love color, this is the largest. chrome diopside bracelet that we've done since 2010. And do you know that I flashed it a bit ago, and we have 2 left? So the collectors are shopping this morning, the largest since 2010. It has an estimated retail value of $715, and we're selling the last 2 on 3 stretch payments of $106.66. It's yummy. Next door, Mahalia Ruby. This again shows you the difference between Rhodolite Garnet and Ruby. See the color? The Rhodolite Garnet is much more purple. The Mahalia Ruby bracelet is KYH059. We've sold over 2,400 of them, and it's on 3 stretch payments of $63.99. Mahaleo, did you know that we have a Mahalio Sapphire that's in stock? And the Mahalio Sapphire, I've never seen this bracelet. This is bright blue and gorgeous. Had to have it in today's show. That cobalt blue just really spoke to me, the way that it leaps out of that bracelet. It was an opportunity buy. It's DOCZ767. It's 23.98 carats. Those are 22 7x5s. There's a lot of massive weight here. That's only $106.66. There's now 9 left. So the bracelet bar is on fire. The bracelet I'm wearing is the largest black spinel bracelet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows across. It's not for the faint of heart. That black spinel bracelet has an estimated retail value of over $1,100. It's 65.5 carats of black spinel, almost 2 carats of white topaz. Today it's on 3 stretch payments of $151.99. There's now 1 dozen of those left, so somebody already started confirming. You saw the Rhodolite bracelet. That's the one that matches the ring. I was just talking about that. That's MKH138. It's only $79.99. Those look so nice together. Again, that bracelet has an estimated appraisal value of $650, but the bracelet's $79 on stretch pay. These 2 together look great. And then for the lady who asked me if we had any anklets, and for the many of you that have asked for longer bracelets, I bring you this very last little item on the bracelet bar. It is SVR171. It's $10 on a stretch pay. 2 stretch payments of $10. You're going to feel kind of sexy when you wear that. I have a suspicion. So very nice. All right. So what do you think? $53 of fun? Yes. Live it up a little bit. I'm going to continue to wear that throughout the show. It happens to be one of my very favorite items that we have to showcase today. You know, sometimes the basic things are the best. And if you were to walk into a jewelry store and ask that jeweler what the best lightweight chain on the market today is to keep your pendant safe and secure, most jewelers would say a box chain. We have back in stock for you your choice of sterling silver or 18 karat gold over sterling silver, 20-inch box chains which can be worn by dear old dad or they can be worn by mom. These are $24.99 today. Box chains are the solution for pendants, but they're also great for the gentlemen and the ladies because of their smooth quality. So if he's going to be wearing this, it's not going to get tangled up in his chest hair. It's not going to cause him any kind of discomfort. It's nice and smooth and easy. So these chains are large enough and gauge that they could be worn all by themselves, but you could also, again, dress them up or layer them in many different ways. They've been incredibly popular. In fact, we've sold over 19,000 of these. They're BSC001. If you want it in the silver, you put a W at the end. If you want it in the gold, you put a Y at the end. We have started bringing these in to give you kind of an idea as to how popular these are. We started ordering these for you in 2009, and we haven't slowed down even one little bit. We keep reordering them. They're part of our regular continuity program, and they haven't even gone up in price even one bit. They're usually, again, a stock-up item that we can't, barely keep in the house. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do as we usually do with this set. If you're a regular viewer of JTV, you're probably already dialing. We are going to add another chain. You are going to also receive the 18-inch chain. You might have noticed that in the graphic. So you're going to get not only the 20, but you're going to get the 18s. So maybe the 18 is for mom. Maybe mom needs a few extra pendant chains, and maybe the 20 is for dad. But I have a lot of customers who tell me that where the 18s and the 16s used to fit years ago, they really need a 20-inch length, either for fashion or because it just feels a little bit more snug than it used to. So that 20 is not only the most popular length of chains for the gentleman, but it's also a nice upgrade or a layering length for her. So we've sold over 19,000 of these. In fact, between the two, in the silver and the gold, we've actually sold about 36,000 in total. David, that's so smart. You know, David wanted me to show you. David's my floor manager. I call him Jelly Bean. He's awesome. But I wanted to show you that Jelly Bean has brought out one of the magnetic clasps so that I can show you how they work. If you wanted to put on a couple of these chains at the same time, or maybe both sets, you know, one in each color, you can hook many chains up to one magnetic clasp. See? These little magnets are the best item ever. This is one of the best kept secrets in television shopping. The hosts here, we do our own jewelry modeling for the most part, the majority of it, and so we needed a way to quickly be able to change out our stuff. And so one day, somebody had a great idea. Why don't we sell the magnets that we use here pretty routinely? Why don't we sell them to customers? And do you know, it is so incredibly, wildly popular. It's insane. We have a hard time keeping them in stock. I love them personally because I was having to have my nails repaired all the time from hooking and unhooking so many necklaces. I would crack the edge. Anybody have that happen besides me? I bet there's a lot of us. So this saves my manicure. I also think it's a very thoughtful gift for somebody that maybe has a little touch of arthritis or doesn't see as well. Like, look, I don't even have to look at it, diddle-dee-dee, and it finds its way to closed. So we have it in 18-karat yellow gold over. We have them in sterling silver, and we also have them in rose gold over. And you can add them to your, oh, wait a minute, the rose just sold out. All we have now is the yellow gold. The white's gone too? Wow, did that happen fast? See, we're going to be out of stock again. We just got them back. Doggone it, we can't keep those in stock. Well, at least you can get one or two or three. And you always think you're going to share them between chains, but at the end of the day, I leave my magnets on the chains that I put them on. I mean, it's just so convenient. So I don't know if I mentioned stretch pay, but the chains, which come in a set of two, again, you get the 18 and the 20 for $24.99. You get stretch pay on that on top of everything else. So the stretch payment will be $12.49. You know, it's really kind of fun to do, just for the heck of it. I'll take $25 and I'll divide it into 38 inches. Your price per inch here is 66 cents. 66 cents an inch. The last time you were at the mall and you saw one of those kiosks where you can buy chains by the inch, or maybe you were at a fair or a festival or planning to go to one this summer, a cruise, you know how these are the places where they sell the big silver and gold on the roll, and then you can make your chains however long you want them to be, right? The last time you saw that, how many dollars, how many multiple dollars an inch was that silver or was that vermeil when you saw it? I'm just curious to know because we're doing this at 65, 66 cents an inch. This is the power of JTV. When you make a purchase with us, we go directly to Italy on these chains, and when we buy them like your stores that might offer pendant chains, your jewelry stores, they might buy a dozen or a couple dozen at a time. We buy thousands at a time. So we make trips many times a year over to Italy to do this for you, and a good thing too because we have about one per state available in each color, and then these again are going to be out of stock, so we'll have to place another order. They are part of our regular continuity program, so we try to keep them pretty regularly stocked. But here we are. We're on our way to sell out again. So the sterling silver box chains, they have great feel. The gold is something I think a lot of us are using. And in fact, you hear me talking about double bailing a lot. If you've got a necklace that is in silver, but you want to wear it with your gold rings, well, by putting a gold chain through that bail at the same time, you can double bail it, make it look really important and impressive, but you can also then use it with your gold jewelry and your silver jewelry. So that's a little style tip from me to you. If you want to get more mileage out of the jewelry that you own, I think these box chains at 66 cents an inch are a great way to do that because, again, you can double bail. But a box chain is strong. I mean, I'm telling you, your most important pendants on these chains are going to perform. So if you've got any chains that are making you crazy, maybe they're getting a little tangled up, perhaps the clasp bothers you, this will really be a nice choice. I'm going to interrupt with something that, you know, obviously on the Bracelet Bar, we put the show in order, right, so that you kind of can predict what time your favorite bracelet is coming up. So we started on this end and we moved on down. You might have noticed I had the anklet at the very end. We've had such an overwhelming response to this anklet, we're actually going to move it up right now and give you an opportunity to purchase it. This is sexy, and it solves problems for a number of you that have been asking me about two different things. One of you, well, more than one, has been looking for an anklet with your sandals for the summer. There is nothing cuter than a little wedge heel and an anklet. You know, if you've got a maxi dress and you cross your legs and you see this little glint of silver coming from the bottom of that hemline, how attractive is that going to be? I love this anklet because it takes me back to being a little girl, you know, of wearing the little sequined dance recital outfits. You know, it makes you feel really fun. And inevitably, somebody will say to me, so what about in the fall? Do I wear my anklet under my tights, over my tights? Do I forget about my anklet until summertime? Anything goes. But I like it best against bare skin. Don't you? I think it looks really, really saucy, really sassy. Speaking of sassy, don't you love Nikki S.? She's so fun, isn't she? Well, the other morning she actually modeled this for you. I tried to talk Jelly Bean into it. I was going to, you know, put my leg up on the desk, but they said, no, it's probably not a great idea. But you will love the way this feels against your skin, and it's going to make a sandal look great. If you've got a slide shoe like a mule where you just put your toe in and the back is open, this looks hot. This also, though, can be worn as a bracelet. So you've got a 9-inch bracelet, which you've been asking for. This is the other thing. You wanted anklets and you wanted longer bracelets. Now you've got to show me the love here and come in and get one. So if you need a 9-inch bracelet, we've got it. Plus it's got a 1-inch extender. So if your ankles do tend to swell in the heat, you might start as a 9 and then by midday need a 9 1/4, right? You can adjust it, no problem. This is a smooth piece, but it's got a ton of sparkle. I mean, I love it. It's like little stars. Look at how it's reflecting back on the pad. This is sterling silver. And even the thinnest sheet of sterling silver reflects back 95% of the light that hits it. So again, like little sequins all in a row, it's going to be sassy and saucy and fun. It's going to make you feel kind of kicky and fresh for the spring and summer. And you know what? Even to the beach. I don't advocate wearing your jewelry to the beach too often, but if I were going on a cruise or I were going on a Caribbean vacation, oh man, I'd be so all over this. I would put this on with my little bathing suit, my little sarong, my big hat, and my glasses, and I'd be styling. You're going to be enjoying that fruity drink before you know it. But this is just about the fun. This is just about the pleasure of the day, about living it up a little bit, trying something unique and special, doing something that's maybe extraordinary for you, something that's beyond your personality. See, you can keep this a secret, which is kind of fun. It's like wearing that naughty lingerie underneath your clothes to the office. You know what I mean? Nobody knows but you. So let's say that you wear slacks to the office. You could tuck this underneath, you know, your slacks, and you'd be the only one that knew that you were wearing it. You could wear it as a bracelet one day, an anklet the next. You're going to get a lot of use from it. In fact, I'm sitting here thinking maybe 2 of these is a good idea because you could daisy chain them together and even wear them as a necklace. You could. So if you got a couple of them, why not? Now, I wouldn't wear an anklet on both ankles. That's kind of strange. I think that would be kind of weird. So I would just do one. One for your ankle. But the other one, yes, if you wanted to put 2 together, you could wear it if you wanted to as a necklace. Or maybe 2 of them together on the same ankle would be cute. Then it'd be a little more beefed up. Oh, I did want to let you know, this is one of the more limited items in the show. Obviously, it's more specialty. I mean, I think this is the first anklet I've presented since I've come to work here. We only brought in a couple hundred of them. And so if you love it, you should order it now. And thank you for asking for that. I really appreciate it. I think it's special. I might order that myself. I think that's a cutie. I've got an anklet that I wear that's gold. I wear it quite a lot, but I don't have one in silver. All right, so there are certain things to me that really stand out. And this looks, in fact, my sister has. There's a designer that did a piece like this, and my sister owns it in gold. And this is the silver kind of replica of that really high-end designer piece. Now, those of us that follow the designers, you're going to go, oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And this same designer a lot of times will use panther heads. Right now, this whole idea of a horseshoe is a really big thing. So anybody out there a fashionista, love the labels, love the brand names. You know, I'm willing to spend big money on a handbag. I'm willing to spend more money on a jacket that maybe has the fringe and the chain just because it's instantly recognizable as an iconic design house item. But jewelry, I like JTV because when we go to those jewelry shows and we see what they're doing, we can emulate it for less. With jewelry, you don't see the logo on the bag, right? You don't see the lining of the jacket. So this has that luxe look, but it's for so little money. In the front, this is actually the back in the lightbox shot, but I would wear it in the front because to me, this is the thing that makes this special. So we might want to make a note of that to reshoot that in the lightbox sometime in the future because this is all encrusted with Bella Luce. I really believe that this was meant to be worn in the front. See the horseshoe? You guys know that there's not only pop stars, but actresses that have been embracing this design, right? And you see more sparkle along the end caps here. This is only $39.99 on the stretch pay. And yes, my sister Amy's got something very, very similar to this, again, that she received as a gift because she never buys things like that for herself. But she got something like this as a gift in gold, and it's amazing. So look at how flexible and pretty this is. Again, it feels nice. It feels really giving, and is very similar to what you might see on a billboard in your local market right now. Honestly and truly, designer names carry a lot of weight with me. I like designers, but I know when to spend my money on a designer item and when not to spend my money on a designer item. I've got some expensive things within my wardrobe, but then I've got the $10, tank tops too. I've got a wide variety of stuff. I'm not a clothing snob like that, and I'm not a label snob either, but I think if you know where to spend your money properly, that you can really live a more elevated lifestyle. So Bella Luce is the equivalent of a D-flawless diamond. It gives you that look, and it gives you a look for less. It's our best brand here at Jewelry Television. No brand is longer running, and none has a more loyal following than Bella Luce. But this is a step outside of the traditional Bella pieces in that it does, again, feature this incredible mesh necklace. I love it. I think you will love it. I think it could bring you a little bit of good luck with that horseshoe around your neck. But more than that, I don't know of a whole lot of people that are going to own a necklace like this unless they did plunk down the big bucks, right? So this has got about a $240 retail value. It's going to look like $1 million. I wouldn't put anything else on with it. This would be the only necklace that I would wear. For a bracelet, you could do a Bella Luce line bracelet or a diamond bracelet if you're lucky enough to own one. You could do a meshy style bracelet. I actually really like it with the ratio. I'll show you what the ratio looks like with it in case you're looking for a little inspiration. The reason I like it with the ratio is they both have that woven design, and I think that's very complementary to these pieces. But again, you decide what works best for you. So spectacular. It comes down to 18 inches where the V stands. This is the clasp, which is why we shot it with this in the back initially, but this is, again, how you hook it and unhook it here in the front. And it just looks so elegant. Look at the sparkle. You get so much light reflection with this. And I think it feels so soft. You're going to put it on and it's just going to cradle into, your collarbone. I think that's one of the most sexy parts of a woman, don't you? Oh, I hadn't even thought about this, but look at how gorgeous this ring looks with it. Because of the Bella Luce sparkle right here and the white stones, that's really hot. This is black spinel, and it's coming up a little bit later, but just to show you the versatility of this necklace. Honestly, maybe you didn't wake up or you're getting ready to go to bed. You didn't think, oh, I need a designer look in a silver necklace today. But, did you just get a winner? I think that's spectacular. One of the most exciting pieces in the show, if you ask me. 207. Oh, the ratio. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. We're getting ready to take a break here in just a moment. And I did want to sneak in the ratio before we do. I happen to be a ratio collector, and so when I saw that this came into inventory, I said, Mommy, put it in my show, right? Well, I don't think a lot of the other hosts even know that it's here because there was one other host that's presented it, but other than that, it's been my morning girls all the way. So I'd love to hear from you how you like this. I became a ratio collector about 20 years ago. I saw one in an Italian gold selection, and I had to have it. I spent a lot of money on it, and it's worth it. I'm glad I did. This is so much less, and I'll explain to you why you need this bracelet. This is soft as a kitten. It's just going to wrap around your finger, and it's only $59. I can't even believe it. When they create a ratio, it's like weaving a mat. So what they do is they take the different strands, and you can see that it is woven. You can see all the different strands, but they lay them down, and they, almost like tatting lace, they create this woven design. Now, when you were a kid and you made that paper mat, remember how you had all the extra, pieces of paper along the edge? So you glued them all down to finish the mat? Well, you can't do that in jewelry. So what they do instead when they're creating the ratio, so flexible, is they run a hot torch right down along the edge. And that hot torch is what finishes and seals the edge and creates this little row of caviar beads. See the little beaded texture all the way along the edge? So that's one of the ways you can spot a ratio is by that edge. Now, these are hand-created. These are handmade, and this is one of the things that I don't think a lot of people understand. When you are going in to buy handmade jewelry, you go in expecting to pay a premium for it. I mean, it takes a lot of expertise, and you have to be very consistent in what you do for it to work. But when you put it on, again, it feels so soft. It's like putting on that favorite pair of footy pajamas. You know, it's like wrapping up in that blanket that's so soft. It's just it's a cut above. It's a whole different feeling. So if you don't own one, if you're curious at all, I think you should try it. If you're in need of a silver bracelet, that is. The texture looked really nice with that hand-woven necklace that we saw, or pardon me, with the mesh necklace that we saw just a moment ago, which was not hand-woven. That one was machine-made. But this Riccio, made in Italy, one at a time. See, chain manufacturers, they can make, and they have big spools of silver. If they're making silver chains, for example, like the mesh, it's knit almost like you would knit a pair of pantyhose or knit a sweater, and you can do it very quickly, and it's all engineered by machine, but not this. This is done by hand. This is woven, and they're usually thicker. You can see that this has got a flexibility, although it's got a breadth. It's got a thickness about it. And to give you a perspective, there's about 9.7 grams in this. Soft, flexible, beautiful bracelet. I can't begin to tell you how happy I've been with my Riccio pieces over the years. And I've now experimented not only with the gold, but I also have the silver. I've got some Riccio necklaces and the like, and I do love bringing them to you because to me they're so unique. And really, every single one of them will be just a little bit unique. I've had a hard time being able to bring this out. There has not been enough. In fact, we had it one time in December, right before Christmas. Then you and I had it once in May, and somebody else presented it in June, and now we have it again. So very few people have seen it, and there are about 4 dozen up for grabs. I think it's a great piece. Let me walk you through the bracelet bar so you can make some good bracelet decisions today. There's a lot of goodies here. This bracelet is the softest one that's on the bracelet bar. You know, they all have their own attributes, but if you want soft, if you want something that doesn't get in the way of your life, I can't say enough good things about this. If you are looking for a bracelet that expresses your faith, this is an interesting bracelet for you to add to your order. It is called the Rosary Bracelet. And the Rosary Bracelet is item number BSC990. It's only $9.99 on stretch pay. It's got this loose chain in the front, and then it's a bangle bracelet on the back. Kind of neat. I got to check in on this. This is a chrome diopside. This chrome diopside bracelet is the largest one that we've done since 2010. Oh, I still have 2 of them left. I would have thought for sure that we'd be down to 1 by now. I saw somebody looking at this. This is DOC Z98W. It has an estimated retail value of $715. It's only $106.66, and it's 7.5 inches in length. Okay, maybe you were waiting for that information. Next to it, I'll go ahead and slide the Riccio in between these two. Over here, we have Mahalia Ruby. The Mahalia Ruby bracelet is DOC Z767. It's almost 24 carats. It is 106. No, oh my gosh, the Mahalia Ruby is only $63.99. We sold almost all of these already. We have 10 left now. There's 5 of them in the 7.25 inch length, and then we do have 5 of the Mahalia Rubies available in the 8-inch style if you want a longer bracelet. On the other side is this. This was an opportunity buy. This is Sapphire. Mahalia Blue Sapphire. This is 23.98 carats. It is DOC Z767. It's 106.66. There are 9 left. That's a 7-inch bracelet. Okay? I'm going to hop on over, and I want to talk to you about the bracelet I'm wearing. This bracelet's not going to be for everybody's budget, but that's kind of the point of this bracelet, right? I mean, this is black spinel, and I wanted to put a rule on it for you here. It's a wide, broad, great bracelet. It's a full inch across, a full inch. So what do you think? Do you love it with the Riccio? I think it looks really nice. But I think it's so large it would stand alone. The black spinel bracelet is EOH012. First time that black spinel bracelet has ever been discounted. It's never been discounted until today. The black spinel bracelet, $11.63 estimated retail, is on 3 stretch payments of $151.99. So that's really going for it. That bracelet's really something else. Down here, Rhodolite Garnet. The Rhodolite Garnet Bombay-style bracelet had an appraisal value of over $650. It is $79.99 times 3. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's 7.25 inches in length. You should think about it. Oh, and then this guy at the end, This has been so popular. This is an anklet. We just presented it a moment ago. You can wear it as a bracelet as well. It is SVR 171. It's a 9-inch plus an extra inch extender, $10 on stretch pay. 2 stretch payments of $10. Sexy. So let's see. Checking back. We now have about 3 dozen of the ratios remaining. I wish you the best of luck. It's a fabulous offer. Love it. And for under $20 on stretch pay, who wouldn't? When we come back from the break, my favorite necklace of the show. And I know you're thinking it's the black Spinel. It's actually in sterling silver. Sterling silver circle necklace coming up right after this. Now, you can also go to the web. Remember, this is the last day of the Buy More and Save More event. It ends at midnight tonight. So go check out up to 20% off on the favorite items that you've had on your wish list. Today's the day to save some cash. I'll meet you back here with that necklace I was telling you about in just a small amount of time.
Make jewelry on the next Jewel School. Artist Susan Thomas makes wire weave jewelry based on this brand new book.
And we've got the easy jig and these cool new cords so you can make beautiful jewelry, or you can tie up your friends.
Spirited jewelry for an adventurous you. That's Southwest style. Opportunity knocks and New York City rocks. JTV took the Big Apple by storm, finding hidden gems at amazing prices. We found a limited supply of new rare gemstones and put together a special parcel of our best New York finds in an NY opportunity mix. Don't miss this opportunity. It rocks. You're watching the Buy More, Save More event.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the studios here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm your host, Michele Lau. Well, coming up in just a couple of items, this is the necklace that we're going to be seeing, and I'll give you some further information. But if you have a pencil and paper handy, oh, my goodness, do we have a great show. There are some gorgeous dangle earrings in blue topaz that are coming up. Start ordering now. Check these out. Sexy, fun, beautiful for the bride, and only $69.99. $23.33 on a stretch pay. Those are SYH095T for Topaz. We also have a chrome diopside segment put together for you here today. This gorgeous ring, $28.33 on stretch pay, is coming up. This goes knuckle to knuckle in that beautiful grass green color. If you don't know what chrome diopside is, I'll explain it fully. We've got some beautiful things. It looks like an emerald. We have actual sapphire, Mahalia blue sapphire. This is a treat. It's got a today price of $69.99. We go beautifully with that bracelet you guys are fishing around for on the Bracelet Bar. This was another opportunity buy. It is DOCZ766. You know, we got into a discussion about this tree of life the other day on my Facebook page, and one of you noticed, which I neglected to mention, that the roots of the tree almost look Celtic, don't they? It's got a really neat Celtic design. So the roots intertwine with Mother Nature, with Mother Earth, much like your family intertwines with one another. That's an engravable piece of jewelry, and it's only $13.33 on a stretch pay. So again, coming up around the corner is my most beautiful, almost chain mall style necklace. This, when I saw this morning, I said, oh my gosh, this doesn't look anything to me what it looks like on the web. There are certain items that look so much better in person, and for summertime, I think this is gorgeous. It's charming and fun, and guess what, guys? SVR 065 is only $39.99. Now, I always believe that if you get up early with me, you deserve a little extra treat. So I wanted you to see that before 7 o'clock. We're going to be presenting it in the 7 o'clock hour. But there are fewer than 200 of them, and so I wanted to give you a head start. If you like it like I do, it's a great necklace. Order it now. It's very light and it's very airy. We'll get back to that after 7 o'clock. Right now, though, it's time to talk Glacier Topaz. You saw the earrings in that preview, but look at this monster ring, which has been a top performer. The ring features Glacier Topaz in the middle, and then you've got Barapani London Blue Topaz down the shoulders. This ring's always been a favorite, not only because of the beautiful colors, but because of the hefty quality of the ring. This is a quality piece all the way. It's got a real smart disposition. So what do you think? Is this the kind of thing you've been looking for? Most people have. This is the shades of blue that everybody's writing about. National Jeweler, about the last 3 or 4 publications, has been talking about blue, about the color blue. And topaz in particular has been so very popular. This is DAH248. Got it. DAH248. And in the middle, we see 8.59 carats. In the Barapani Topaz, we see about 3 1/4 carats. Look at the size of those Barapanis on the shoulder. We just got another today price on this, a great discount, bringing it down from the $159.99 that I anticipated, down lower to $127.99. I'll wait for that any day of the week. In fact, the retail value on this is $312. Look at how chunky. Big, chunky, gorgeous, almost 8 grams of silver. Just in the silver alone, almost 8 grams. Let's talk about that, because you know the average weight of a ring in the U.S., and I'm talking about the ring totally, the gemstone and the metal, the average weight is about 4. The average weight in the metal and the stone is 4, usually, in the U.S. Just the silver in this piece is 8. I mean, so when you're talking about heft, you're talking about style. To me, hefty means more enduring. It means something I'm going to be able to wear more frequently. I think this could actually be worn as a wedding ring. I think a lot of modern brides are using one magnificent ring for that, but, oh, man, the way the silver is worked on this piece is out of this world. You know, we were talking on Facebook yesterday about settings, and about, there was a beautiful yellow labradorite that somebody bought and loved and said, oh, we need more of this type of setting. And I agreed when I took a look at it. I thought, oh, wow, that's beautiful. I look at this ring and I think, oh, I'd love to do all kinds of different color combinations with this setting. It's so special. Angela, good morning. My mom is up and shopping. Diane Miller is there. Kristen St. Vrain is with us. Pat Heiner is shopping. Come join us on Facebook. I want to hear what you have to say about Glacier Topaz. There's so much shimmer in that light. There's such a great look associated with it. Mom says, good morning, everyone. She's loving the Bracelet Bar. Kaz Brown loves the Rhodolite Garnet. OMG, she says, how pretty is that stone? And Diane is loving the ring. She says, it's so floral and pretty. Angela, good morning to you. Angela says, good morning to all Michelle's bells. She said she hasn't slept all night long. She's been awake for 43 hours. My goodness, my girlfriend, you need a rest. Look at your little puppy dog. He's all crashed out. He's staying right up there with you. Teresa says, hi, I need your help. I have skinny fingers. And she's the one that posted that yellow labradorite item that I was telling you about. If you want to go see it, I put the picture of it on my Facebook page. I just love interacting with you guys. It's the best part of the show. So come find me on Facebook. If you type in JTV Michelle, you see my happy little face? Like my page and I'll give you a shout out this morning. Maybe your friends and family will be awake and here. And if you do want to send a message to somebody, go ahead and put it on my Facebook page and I'll do that as well this morning. Why not? I would love to hear your stories about your dad. If you wanted to give your dad a quick shout out, Trish, Sullivan Campbell, Lisa Jackson, Jan Ward, Pam Hancock, Shelley Roth, Norma Rice, Teresa Smith, and Linda Kay just came on and said hi on Facebook. How do you like that? All right, so anywho, thanks again. I do want to hear stories about your dad. I'm missing my dad today. I think back, and the thing about my father is my dad was really quirky. He was really super funny. And so I think about some of the funny things that he said and did. I'm reflecting back today, and it makes me smile. So with that being said, earrings, the right necklace, the right ring for an event, it does make it more memorable, right? So if someone in the family is getting married and you're looking for something blue, ta-da! $69.99 for that personal shower. A perfect choice if you've got blue eyes, especially if you're looking for something magnificent. I think, though, where a dangle drop like this, which looks like a waterfall, where in the past it would have been worn for fancy schmancy only, I think an earring like this, if you love a boho chic kind of lifestyle, if you're You know, getting out the maxi dresses. Oh, I got mine out yesterday. I was like, oh, I can't wait to put these on. They're so nice and cool when it's hot out, right? I think this with a tank top and a maxi skirt, a nice flat sandal, off you are to the farmer's market, you know. It used to be dangle earrings were only after 5, but that's just not the way it is anymore. And with the new hairstyles that are out there, some of them being very short, a long earring like this used to just be for the ladies with long hair. Not the case anymore. In fact, my hair gets a little shorter in the summer. Whitney took me a little shorter than anticipated this time around. I think that these are really, really fun with a hairstyle like mine. A bob is the #1 hairstyle in the U.S. right now. More of us are wearing bobs of some sort than any other haircut. And so with a nice clean line of a bob, if you've got the earring that peaks down, and I can show you just a little bit lower than the hairstyle does, it's actually very chic that way, very attractive. And I think that once you get used to it, because again, it's all about proportion, and a lot of times proportion dictates